This is Minecraft, but I'm the Flash. I've set my speed to the highest it can go, meaning I can barely control my character. One tap of the keyboard and I just go flying. And to top it all off, I've given myself the fastest mining and swimming speed possible, so everything I do is lightning quick. Question is, can I still beat the game if I'm basically Sonic the Hedgehog? Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, leave a comment, share the video, send me your life savings in the mail,
Worship me as a god. Sacrifice your firstborn child in my name. Bind your soul to my will.
Oh, and did I mention to hit the bell?
I am placing blocks and shit cause I'm in fucking Minecraft. I am placing blocks and shit cause I'm in fucking Minecraft. Oh my god. Is that fucking pig?
My name is Barry Allen, and I am the fastest man alive.
Who are you?
I am Speed.
Can you beat Minecraft as the Flash? The rules are as follows. I must have Speed 255, Haste 255, and Dolphin's Grace 255 applied to my character at all times. I'll be playing the latest version of Minecraft Java Edition on normal difficulty. No using commands to cheat, no modding, and I must play on a random seed. In order to finish the challenge, I must kill the Ender Dragon and jump into the portal it creates. Now, with all that aside, let's get started. For my world's name, I go with Central City since that's the place the Flash takes place in. It was the best I could come up with, alright? I start off in creative mode so I can place down 3 repeating command blocks, one giving me Speed 255, one Haste 255, and one Dolphin's Grace 255 for an unlimited amount of time. As soon as I'm done, I clear my inventory, switch to survival mode, and now, the real game can begin. One thing I notice right off the bat is that Dolphin's Grace doesn't get any more powerful past 3, so water is going to be my safety net for this playthrough. Luckily, I spawned next to a village where some poor bastard built his house right next to a monster-infested cave, so I can take all his stuff without any moral qualms. I mean, let's be honest, he's probably dead. I get some bread and leather armor out of the deal, as well as some torches, a door, some hay bales for food, and some logs, which I immediately use to make a wooden pickaxe. Never mind, it's broken. A stone pickaxe, which I mine some iron with. Unfortunately, I accidentally fall into the monster-infested cave, and am promptly turned into a zombie and spider buffet. After a few attempts, I manage to grab my stuff and tower out of there, where I proceed to steal the village's food supply, logs from someone's house, and one of their beds. Why they haven't sicked an iron golem on me already is beyond me. Since I have Haste 255, I can spam click like pre-1.8 combat, so most enemy encounters aren't much of a problem. After immediately disproving my point by dying a few more times, I steal a brewing stand and blast furnace, get an iron sword from a blacksmith chest, and sleep the night away. After mining some coal and killing a few animals, I find a cave and, like a smart person for once, set my respawn point right next to it so I can throw myself at the monsters over and over. Eventually, I get all the iron I need out of it and call it quits, sprinting off to a savanna where I begin to build my house. It's not much, but it'll suffice for now. I also make the most pathetic farm in existence before smelting my iron, making an iron pickaxe, sword, boots, and a flint and steel, baking some bread, and heading out to do some mining. The first cave I come across is a dead end with some coal and iron, but to my surprise, I also come across a ruined nether portal, where I find some pretty decent gold equipment and a block of the stuff as well. At least now I don't have to worry about making a portal myself. To both scout out the area for caves and mark my base, I make a huge pillar of dirt with a few torches at the top. Spotting a cave, I go check it out, finding some more coal and iron that I use to make 2 buckets. While I was gonna begin making the portal cast, some pillagers decided to check it out, and for the crime of curiosity, they shall perish. My golden axe does big damage with no cooldown due to the haste effect, and while they can still nail me with their arrows, my high speed makes it difficult for them. I also spot an enderman who I use the water to cheese kill, but my axe breaks as I kill him and he sadly doesn't drop a pearl. Back to the task at hand, I put away my ominous bottle, get rid of the crying obsidian, and begin to make a cast for my portal. I do eventually run out of lava, so I'll have to finish it up another time. I then fight another pillager, who are extremely annoying to hit when not sneaking by the way, do a bit more mining, and accidentally run off a cliff to my death. And then do it again. Yeah, being this fast, while fun at times, is also a huge pain in the ass. To demonstrate, I now have to make my way down a lethal drop in complete darkness to get lava for my portal. Placing blocks in front of yourself prevents you from falling off ledges, which when combined with sneaking makes everything much more manageable. Another strategy is to break blocks under you instead of descending normally in order to guarantee you don't fall down. I eventually make it to the bottom with help from the waterfall, grabbing some lava and mining some iron on the way. However, I didn't bring enough buckets for the portal. I come up with a 100 IQ strategy of making a furnace from the nearby stone, smelting my iron, and making a bunch of buckets to fill with the hot sticky goodness. Since I'm too much of a pussy to go back up the way I came, I go with the tried and true strategy of digging up, placing a torch, towering up, and repeating ad nauseum. I then use said sticky goodness to finish the portal and get ready to dive into hell. I mean the Nether. Sorry, can't say hell, kids play this.
What the hell?
I dive into the Nether, and as it turns out, my spawn kinda sucks. Oh, and I accidentally run off into lava and die. And again. And again. And again. And again. And again. Alright, you know what? Fuck this. I take everything from the village I spawned in and go to the cave to enact my revenge. The cave ends up being a lot deeper than I expected, letting me find redstone, gold, lapis, and I die from a skeleton and lose all my items. Fed up, I go exploring in a desert biome where I find a temple housing some decent loot, like saddles, horse armor, a golden apple, and an enchanted book. And then I get stuck in a loop of dying, trying to get my stuff back, dying, trying to get my stuff back, dying, trying to... The next several hours of gameplay are a mix of this, mindlessly running around, and several other dumbass decisions and total inventory wipes, which makes me lose my shit so hard that I grab everything remotely valuable from my house and go fuck off in a random direction. I got a shitty nether spawn anyways, so my hope was I could find a fortress more easily elsewhere. On the way, I come across a pool of lava which I fill several buckets with, and come across yet another village that I decide to build my new house next to. Again, it's basically just a wooden box, but as long as it keeps me alive, that's really all that matters. After collecting an Enderman's testicle and making some new iron tools, I explore a little and, to my surprise, find another ruined portal. I swear these things spawn way too often. This one had worse loot, but the good part is it spawned with more obsidian blocks, so making it into an actual portal will be easier. Carefully descending a chasm with the power of breaking blocks beneath me and hiding like a little bitch to heal, I find an abandoned mine shaft where I mine a variety of ores, almost die to an enderman, get some mediocre loot from a chest minecart, and, eventually, find the precious blue crystal I've been looking for all this time. Crystal Man! No, silly. Diamonds. These shiny hunks of carbon can be turned into weapons and armor that somehow don't shatter upon impacting any slightly hard surface. Not wanting to lose them, I tunnel back up into the mine shaft and from there, tower to the surface and put all my goodies away. With the iron I got from mining, I make myself a full suit of armor, a bunch of buckets, and make my second nether portal. Before I go balls first into hell, I grab some blocks to build with and crops from the village so I can do some exploring. The spawn location is much more promising. Not only is it more open, I end up in a warped forest biome which provides relative safety and a way to farm ender pearls to my heart's content. All I've got to do is dig a hole in the wall, stare at one of the fuckers, and kill them out of reach of their spindly arms. I do this a lot throughout the run, so I won't be mentioning every time I do it. A few family jewels in my pocket later, I put them away in my chest, throw everything I don't need in the lake, organize a bit, and go right back in the nether to do it some more. Only this time I was smart and brought a sword so it doesn't take 30 minutes. As it turns out, moving my nether portal was the right call, as a bit of exploring leads to me finding a nether fortress. Excited, I begin to tunnel a way over, only to find, get this, ancient debris. Yeah, while running around at the speed of sound is quite annoying and has led to many deaths, it seems it's being balanced out by my good fortune. I don't have a diamond pickaxe yet, so I'll have to come back to this later. I eventually make a tunnel down to the fortress, and after making some more gear, decide to go cave diving in search of diamonds and other goodies. A convenient stream of water safely carries me down to another abandoned mineshaft, where I find a skeleton dungeon with mediocre loot, almost die to a skeleton and am forced to eat rotten flesh to survive, and while I don't find any diamonds, I do find an enderman who I swiftly kill for his pearl. Tunneling back up, I try to make a quick shelter around myself to hide, but a baby zombie riding a chicken of all things slips in and kills me. So I go all the way back, get my stuff, and, not one to give up easily, head right back to mine some more with a fresh loadout of gear. To make a long story short, I die a lot and don't find anything that interesting. I do make some more iron gear and arrows and patch up the tunnel to the Nether fortress so I don't zip right into the lava though. Finding a cute white cat in a hole, I let him out and try to feed him some chicken, but I guess he wasn't hungry today. I also find out where all the horses hang out to bathe. It's funny how this game can go from literal hell to cute animals in the blink of an eye. Alright, cute animal time over, back to hell! With a golden apple, emergency ender pearl, a bunch of arrows, and some iron gear, I drop down into the Nether fortress, being very careful not to pull an Anakin Skywalker. The wither skeletons aren't too bad as long as you keep your distance, as they don't keep their aggro for very long. The blazes, while their projectiles are deadly accurate, are also quite slow, so my speed makes them easy to dodge. As for damage, I can just hole up in a dirt shack and eat steak until my mortal wounds are patched. I also have an Enderman buddy for emotional support. Eventually, I find a blaze spawner, where I attempt to lure them all to a hole and kill them one by one. When that doesn't work, I assume my golden apple will be enough to let me tank through their attacks, and so I rush them head on. It did not. Luckily, most of my items didn't die in a fire, so I'm not completely screwed. Activating Big Brain mode, I use a mix of walling them off and attacking them from peepholes with hide and heal tactics to get all the blaze rods I need for the run. Combine this with all the endermen I've been farming, and I'm basically set. However, there are still some preparations I'm going to make before taking on the big bad dragon. I know my speed will probably make the fight pretty easy, but I don't want to risk running off the end island into the void and losing all my equipment. Having backup gear in that scenario would be nice. The first thing I do is make a simple strip of farm so I don't have to worry about food for the rest of the run, because everyone knows ocean water is great for growing crops. Next thing I do is explore some caves around a nearby lagoon for resources. I don't find anything that valuable, but I do find, skulk.
No, so much nope.
I then find an underwater ruin with a treasure map I never end up using, and even more mediocre loot. Yay! At the very least, I do find a ruined portal with a convenient 4 blocks of obsidian that will come in very handy later. And by later, I mean right now. What? Well, an enchanting table is quite useless without books, so I run around collecting all the sugarcane my blocky eyes can see. And since I also need an ample supply of leather, I have to pull the 2013 Europe food industry and, any horse girls in the audience, close your eyes right about now. Luckily, I find some mysteriously untarnished paper and books in a shipwreck, which makes the process go a little faster. But you know what would make it go even faster? If I found a village with a library. After a bit of exploring, I do find a village in the mountains, and while it does have some books, there's no library to speak of. There is, however, another ruined portal around the mountains, which just proves my point about them being way too common. That's not all, as I head into a nearby cavern, my flint and steel making creepers a joke and my bow taking care of some zombies, and find a piece of diamond ore out in the open, and 4 more near a waterfall. And then this happens. Yeah, I'm going home before I jinx myself, but not before finding another 6 diamonds! I can't tell if this game wants to suck me off or mentally scar me, and at this point, I don't think I want to know. I used them to make both a diamond pickaxe and a diamond sword. The diamond pickaxe I used to mine the ancient debris I found, and the diamond sword I turned into a netherite sword using said debris. There was a bastion a little ways off spawn with a template and just barely enough netherite scraps, so no issues there. I think I may be over-preparing for the dragon, just a little. I also horse and cow tip to make all the bookshelves for my enchanting table, which I use books to cycle through until I get a projectile protection 2 iron chestplate, a smite 2 iron sword, and, after getting PETA on my ass, a sharpness 2 netherite sword. Oh yeah, and this guy rubs his dirty feet all over my belongings.
Get the fuck out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft!
I then go through the liberty of organizing my items into 9 categories: ores, food, tools, armor, materials, artificial blocks, natural blocks, plants, and random junk, I guess? It's too little too late, as I'm about to beat the game, but my ADHD brain couldn't resist. After using a compass to find my way back to spawn, seeing the 3 command blocks where this run began, this is oddly nostalgic in a way. Anyways, I begin chucking glass eyes in the air like that time I had fun at the old folks' home until I find the stronghold, which I mark using a tower of dirt and a few torches before farming some more ender nards in the case I need them for the dragon fight. Heading back to the stronghold, I'm reminded that I could have just gone here to get all the books I needed instead of running around for hours getting sugarcane and leather, and find a power 3 book, a power 4 book, and an eye armor trim. My strategy is to block off all the dead ends so I don't get lost, and since there are surprisingly few enemies here, finding the portal goes off without a hitch. Placing the 12 eyes into the frame, I open the portal and hop right in with my basic iron equipment. What, did you think I'd use my enchanted netherite sword? Pfft, nah, you see... Haha, no. I make a tunnel directly to the portal, placing water there so I can jump down with no issue, and then begin building a bridge there to make things more convenient.
Hey shitass, wanna see me speed bridge? Stupid bitch.
Since I move so fast, all I have to do is hold shift and I can zip right there in a matter of seconds, using stairs to ensure my travel is smooth. I make some more golden apples, get some more drip, and since I know I'm gonna die and lose most of it anyways, use the last of my levels to make a power 3 bow, a power 4 bow, and a protection 1 unbreaking 1 iron chestplate. Now that I've got nothing to lose, I bring bare bones gear and quite literally throw my life away breaking end crystals for the dragon fight. You see, I was told you could ender pearl into an end crystal to destroy it while avoiding damage. The latter was true, the former was not. Whoever told me I could do that, I hope you cut your nails too short and it hurts every day of your life. I do manage to get my gear back and destroy the crystals like a reasonable person this time, and now I can go slay the dragon for real. Using the rest of my diamonds to make a helmet, my endgame gear consists of a diamond helmet, an enchanted iron chestplate, normal iron leggings and boots, a sharpness 2 netherite sword, a power 4 bow, 23 arrows, 31 stakes, 2 stacks of wood planks just in case, a water bucket, and 4 ender pearls for emergencies. To be fair, that's pretty good, but when you have more stakes than arrows, that's a bit of a problem. Before I save the world from the tyranny of the ender dragon, I drink the ominous bottle I got at the very start of the run and doom this village to be raided for all it's worth. Why? I don't know, felt like it. My armor is good enough to resist a direct blow from the dragon, and I'm so fast she literally can't hit me with her breath attacks. Once she stops flying around like an asshole, I'm free to use haste 255 and crits to melt her health bar. She's damn hard to hit with arrows, and I run out of them quickly, but that's not really an issue, it just makes the fight last longer. If she hypothetically flung me into the air, that's what the bucket and ender pearls are for. I'm careful not to look at the enderman. To be fair, not making eye contact is natural for my autistic ass. I use a golden apple when I get damaged, take a few more swings at the beast, and anticlimactically beat Minecraft as the Flash. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below why you liked it. If you didn't enjoy the video, leave a dislike and give me constructive criticism so I can improve. And if you're thirsty for more content or just want to hang out and chat, check out my Reddit and Discord pages respectively. This is Causal Loop, signing off. Peace.
Shit and playing.